Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome in. Just going to clear the energy and then we'll get started. All right. My sage is burning pretty fiercely there. Okay, Holy Spirit, what is the overall energy for Sagittarius, please? And thank you. Okay. Doing a lot of clearing, Sag. Ooh, we've got woman holding a coin. Number 42. Look at how big that coin is. Nice. And she's all dressed in purple, like royalty. And she's got a little cute little kitty cat, too. Yeah, this is giving abundance. So Sagittarius, it looks like you've got some abundance coming in. Of course, this could be actual money. This could be spiritual inheritance. This could just be, not just be, but this could be joy, happiness, whatever it is that you are wishing for abundance. Looks like you've got it coming in. 42 is significant. You could be 42 years old. You could be 24 years old. The number 6 is significant. You could be such a giving person that now it's time for you to receive. So this is your overall energy. Purple could be your favorite color. It's giving royalty. You could be very giving towards animals. You could be the type of person that is very understanding, meaning like you understand animals more than you understand people and vice versa. Animals understand you more than people actually do. And you'd rather be around animals than actual humans. I feel you on that one, Sagittarius. All right, I'm going to put this right here, and then we're going to get some more energy on this one. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have appreciation. Yeah, it's your time to receive. It's your time to receive abundance, appreciation, love, joy. Yeah, it's time for you to get your flowers, Sagittarius. Absolutely. Okay, let's get some more energy out here. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to work on? What does Sagittarius need to work on at this time? Gosh, that purple is just so beautiful. I love that color. You could be one of those people that has a colorful character. I don't even really know what that means. I just mean like you wear colorful clothes. Like you don't dim to fit in, right? You don't care what other people say. You have your own style and you're going to wear it no matter what. It doesn't bother you if people so-called judge you. You're just like, you know what? I'm just going to do me and I don't really care what people think. I don't care what they say. I'm just going to wear what I want to wear because it makes me feel good. And I'm getting chills, so yeah. Okay, so this is the shadow work card, and we got egotistical, and this is a peacock. So people might, because you have that attitude of like, hey, I love myself so much that it doesn't bother me. I'm fulfilled. Mind, body, soul, right? Emotionally, spiritually, physically. I'm confident in who I am, that it doesn't bother me, that I can wear what I want to wear and I speak truth and I can say what I want to say, and it does not bother me what anyone says about me or what anyone thinks about me. The only one I care about that judges me or what they think about me is my creator, right? God or spirit or whoever you resonate with. So people around you might think that you're egotistical, but I'm from the energy that I'm feeling, I'm getting that you're not. But some of you might need to work on this. This is a shadow work card. So there might be some of my Sages out there that are acting kind of egotistical. So this card is number 16, if that resonates with anyone. And it says, do you pretend to be confident to cover up deep feelings of inadequacy? You have an exaggerated sense of self due to wanting to match someone else's perceived qualities. But I'm really feeling like most of you are not out here just acting like a peacock. You know, I feel like many of you are pretty solid in your confidence and that it's real. So this could be a projection of the people around you, um, or just how they're viewing you at this time. Like, oh, you think you're all that. Your ego is so big because you literally don't dim to fit in. Like, you are just who you are. You're being authentic to yourself. Truth is so important to you, and being authentic, standing in your truth, living in your truth, being authentic is so important to you, Sagittarius, that others might feel that you're being egotistical. Now, if you are resonating with this, and I know it's really hard to do shadow work, but we need to work on the heart stuff too, right? If you're resonating with this, then Spirit is calling you to go within and to really think about, okay, am I pretending to be confident, or am I really confident? Am I feeling inadequate in any way? Am I feeling insecure in any way? And what do I need to work on? Okay. But this overall energy here, Sagittarius, you're just, and you know, there's no gender in tarot. So whatever gender that you resonate with, you're just feeling really, really beautiful and grounded and handsome and just really secure in who you are. And that's really, really beautiful. I love that for you. Okay, let's get some tarot out here for my Sagittarius. What else does Sag need to know for their highest and greatest good, Spirit? What else does Sagittarius need to know? Ooh, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Luck is on your side, Sagittarius. We like this. I love this for you. Yeah, that something is destined for you. And you know, you're not lucky, you are blessed. You're grateful, you're blessed, you're limitless. Look at this. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's get some more energy on that. What a great card. That's another thing with this egotistical card. The people around you might think, man, Sagittarius is beautiful, standing in their power, standing in their truth, living authentically. Man, they're so lucky. And you're like, hey, I've done a lot of work to get here. I've done a lot of shadow work. Like, maybe you used to be egotistical. Maybe you used to do everything out of ego. And now you're like, no, I've worked on my shadow ego side. I've had an ego death. And now I've really worked to get really hard to get here. And Spirit saying, you've done the work and something is really fated for you. The wheel has turned in your favor. That's awesome. Okay, what else, Spirit? Sagittarius, you're looking really good out here. Ooh, look at that. Yes, Six of Swords. Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords. You're like, hey, I am moving on up and moving on out of whatever happened back there in the past, whatever it is that you are moving through, all this darkness here. You literally may have had to move in the middle of the night to get away from something or someone or some people who could have been abusive to you or whatever it was. I'm getting the energy here of you really had to like take the clothes off just on whatever you had on your back, and maybe a small bag, or just grab you and your kids and get the heck out of there. But you are moving on. You're moving away from whatever it is that was holding you back, holding you down, whatever it was that was making you low vibrational. And there's something that really woke you up, and you got away from that, and now you're moving forward in this beautiful, fantastic energy. And who cares if people think that you're being this peacock out here? You're not egotistical. Peacocks are beautiful. You're not out here going like, look at me, look at me. You're just out here living authentically. You could have money, or you could have a job that look at this. 10 of Pentacles just popped out. It fell on the floor, actually. But yeah, you could have money, and that's why people are kind of like, oh man, you're in your ego, and you're all that in a bag of chips or whatever, because you have money. But you worked really hard for this. This is a gift. This is something that you're building a legacy here. This isn't just something that, you won the lottery and like, that's it, right? You're responsible. You're thinking of others. You're not just thinking of yourself. You're selfless. You're not selfish, Sagittarius. You're like, I'm thinking of not only myself, but my kids, my future grandkids, the grandkids, if you have them, generations upon generations. Look at this. He's got, this is like the grandpa, and this is the family, and you've got dogs, and you're just thinking you're growing this beautiful legacy here. This is happy, healthy, whole family. This is peace, love, joy. This is like, hey, I have everything that I could ever want. I'm fulfilled spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. I am stable within myself. You see, he doesn't have a partner. This is like his kids and grandkids. You are secure in yourself, Sagittarius. You do things all by yourself. Like, you don't need anyone else. If you want someone else, you're like, yeah, cool. If it's my purpose partner, or like if you want to date somebody, or if you have a significant other, you're like, cool. But you don't need them. You're not codependent. There's a difference between wanting to be with someone and needing to be with someone. So look at that. You are wealthy not only with money, but you're wealthy in spirit. This is really beautiful, Sagittarius. Wow. And you did a lot of work to get here. You don't just pop up and that's where you are. This takes a lot of work, and there are people that are watching you do this. But this Page of Swords also speaks to knowledge. You had to learn a lot of lessons to get to this point in your life. You're very wise, and wise has nothing to do with age. You could be younger and still be wise. Wise is knowledge plus experience. So look at this picture. She's holding a sword, and she's in heels, and she's doing like acrobats and stuff like this. It's like, wow, Sagittarius can do everything. You can do it all, Sag. But it's because you have wisdom. It's because you learned a lot of lessons. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Anything else Sagittarius needs to know? I feel like that might be it from this deck. Wow, what great things coming for you, Sag. Yes, that's going to be it from this deck. Okay, let's get some wisdom. Let's get a wisdom card for Sag. Wow. Keep moving forward. Keep building that legacy, that business, that whatever your purpose is, whatever you're doing, keep moving forward. No matter what anyone says, it doesn't matter. And if you are in your shadow right now, heal that ego part. Like don't move from your ego. Okay? Okay, we've got light returns to the broken places. And it really feels like you learn this. Sag, you learn this from going through it, right? The only way through it, or the only way over it, is through it. And this is how you gain your wisdom. And you got your light back. There could have been a time where you thought, man, I'm not going to get through this. This is too hard. This is like, how am I ever going to get through this? And you were like, no, you know what? I'm gonna go through the ego death. I'm gonna do the work. I'm gonna find out who I truly am. I need to know the truth. I have to know the truth. And so you did it, and you did the work, and you got your light back. Light returns to the broken places. Yeah. You got your light back, Sag. Not only did you do that, but you turned the wheel to go in your favor. You moved on from whatever it was that seemingly broke you, and you're building a legacy. I have chills all over my body. This is amazing. Okay, let's get some advice from Spirit, and then we're going to close this out. This is beautiful. Wow. Okay, what is the advice for my Sagittarius? What is the advice, please, Spirit? What is the advice? Oh, look at this. You could have gone through heartbreak. Yeah. Like serious heartbreak. Like the kind that brings you to your knees. A lot of drama. A lot of competition. Whew, okay. What's the advice, Spirit, for my beautiful Saggies? The honest, beautiful Saggies. Okay. Okay. We've got the Seven of Cups. Okay, Sagittarius. Don't fall for the illusions. You have choices. You have wisdom now. So you can make the right choice. Use your wisdom, use your intuition. You're a different person now than you used to be. Don't make choices out of your ego, okay? Make choices with love, not ego. Don't make choices out of your ego, okay? And don't fall for illusions. I really feel like you're not going to do that. Anything else? We've got the Three of Swords. Maybe one more, Spirit. This is giving that you chose to heal from that heartbreak. Got the Eight of Swords. Yeah, this was really hard. really hard for you to heal, not only to heal from, but to move on from. You could have had no choice. Someone could have just left you or ghosted you, or maybe they left you for someone else or something like that. You know your situation, you know, just take it as it resonates. But this was really hard for you to move on from, to heal from. This really, really, really had you shut down is what I'm getting. Yeah. We've got the Seven of Swords at the bottom. You were really, it feels like you didn't have a choice but to heal. Well, it was either like, hey, I stay broken, or I decide to heal and just go by faith and like, okay, well, if I heal, the light will return. But this was really hard for you. But you did it. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. You not only did you do it, you built a legacy. Wow. 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 Yeah. You could be choosing to be single right now. You could, because of this heartbreak was so deep, and it really was, it cut deep. That's the energy I'm getting, Sagittarius. It cut you so deep. It feels like you're choosing to stay single, and you might be afraid to get into another serious relationship. That's what I'm getting from the Nine of Pentacles reversed here. But please realize that you are a different person now. You have the wisdom. So you're not going to get tricked again, right? With the Seven of Pentacles. I mean, sorry, why did I say Seven of Pentacles? The Seven of Cups here. You're not going to fall for this illusion again. Okay? You've learned this lesson. You've learned this lesson. So you're not going to fall for this heartbreak. You're not in this cycle anymore. You have healed from that. So keep your heart open, right? So don't live in fear that if you get into another relationship that you're going to get your heart broken again. Okay? Because you are different now. All right, can we get one more card for final energy, please? You can give someone a chance. Yeah, the Page of Swords. You've learned these lessons. The Page of Swords, you know, it can be about someone watching you or whatever, but this is also about learning lessons. You've learned this lesson. Whoever broke your heart, you learned from it. Not only did you learn from it, you grew from it. You grew from it and you're moving on. You're moving forward with the Six of Swords. You're moving forward. You're building a legacy. You learned this lesson. You needed to learn this lesson. This heartbreak taught you what you don't want. So now you can look for and you can recognize what you do want. So don't be scared to get into something else again. And you don't have to like give all your pentacles away. You don't have to get married. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Do what's comfortable for you, but don't be so afraid to get into another relationship or to go out and date again because of fear. Walk by faith, not by fear. Okay, you had all of this faith to go through all of this healing, all of this healing and you were successful. If you can get through all of this and learn all of these lessons, Sagittarius, you can go out for a meal of food. You don't have to marry the person. You can go out on a date. It's okay. All right, you're not going to be codependent. No one's going to steal your money. You know, you decide who gets your energy. You decide who gets your time. You decide who gets your money. You know, those things, right? You're not going to get, you know, swindled again because you learned the lesson. Okay? All right, Sagittarius. Yeah, you know how to recognize someone doing shady things, right? But don't swindle yourself out of finding someone, a good person out here, right? Don't swindle yourself out of that. Okay? Definitely have boundaries, but don't be so defensive that you're not using your intuition and that you're not having a good time out here, right? Don't be in your ego. All right? Don't be in your ego. All right, Sagittarius, this is your message. I hope that it was helpful.